It's a popsicle, like a jackfruit popsicle?
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm Danny. This is Ital Ish Restaurant. Starting you off with our Ital Meze plate. You're looking at our homemade Ackee Dip, topped with a little mango pepper sauce. Next to that is a ripe plantain salsa. Our homemade hummus with a little smoked paprika and olive oil, marinated stuffed olives, and some house-made focaccia. Enjoy. I think you're gonna like it.
And I have the turmeric lemonade. And I think this was my first introduction to Ital Ish because I drank 2 or 3 of these in a row.
Oh, nice.
They were so
that
good.
Was our, one of our first drinks out here when we started during COVID, you know?
Yeah.
That was our immunity booster, you know what I mean? So it got really popular. We didn't expect it to take off, but it's one of our most popular drinks.
Oh hey, it's Matthew here. Beautiful afternoon, Portland, Jamaica. I'm really happy to be back here because I'm at Ital Ish. It opened up during the pandemic. I would been meaning to go for a long time, and then last time I was here, I got it, made it here, and I gotta say, I had their turmeric lemonade. I must have drank 2, 3. It was that good. It's just the most refreshing, earthy tasting, beautiful color lemonade that you could possibly find. Never seen it anywhere else in Jamaica, so, or for the world for that matter. So if you're thirsty, come by here, but it's also famous for all kinds of unique food. And obviously with Ital Ish, the name's got a bit of a twist on it. You've got a lot of vegetarian, vegan options. You've got some seafood options as well. So the perfect name, and a bit of a blend of Jamaican food classics with a little bit of a twist on it from Danny, because he's got a lot of chef experience. I believe he was in New York before. And yeah, it's a family operation, so we're gonna meet everyone shortly. So this is the Ital Meze plate. I don't know, I think I gotta go for it's like Ackee hummus slash baba ganoush. I mean, look at the color on that. Homemade bread, focaccia. Whoa. So taking a Middle Eastern classic, but Jamaican twist on it with the Ackee. I can taste some Scotch bonnet pepperiness in there, some lemon, some olive oil. It's sort of like a spicier option for a hummus. But have you ever had Ackee hummus before? I have not. And just as I was pulling up on the place, I saw a friend I met just the other day at Cover's Seafood Bar, and we got Daniel.
Daniel, that's right, man.
Yeah, so you just happen to be here, yeah?
Bumping into you, man.
Yeah, I know, it's meant to be.
Absolutely, absolutely. And listen, it's a fantastic place. I was just asking because I wanted to get like Ackee for breakfast. And then thanks to you, because you came and you ordered this, so I'm finding out a lot, you know. Ackee Dip, you know, very creative.
Totally.
It's fantastic, you know. So I'll just get another taste there.
To me, it's got a real nice kick.
Oh man.
Like a scotchy taste, but not too hot.
And for me, it's a texture. It's really soft, just absolutely melts in your mouth. Definitely feel that spice in your palate, you know.
So this was plantain salsa. I wonder if it's raw plantain, because before I came to Jamaica, I'd only ever had plantain cooked, but here they have some plantain that are so sweet and so nice you can eat them raw. So refreshing, so light. You see the tomatoes on there. You can see just the little flakes of scotchy again, so a little bit of kick, but the perfect amount, not too much if you're not into the spice that much, but that is really refreshing. And the ultimate palate cleanser, the Ital Ish Turmeric Lemonade. 10 out of 10. Okay, now we're gonna get into the hummus. I love hummus. Make it at home. I got my own recipe, but it even looks like it has the sumac on it, or paprika. So soft, look at that. I mean, this place really knows how to do the plating as well. You know, eat it with your eyes first. It's just beautiful, the presentation. Sense the garlic, olive oil, just melding together perfectly. I mean, Hummus is a beautiful thing. Chickpeas, tahini, and a classic with the homemade focaccia. This is one of those ones you do not see many places in Jamaica. You might see it at Mariana's Kitchen when that was around, so shout out Mariana. We miss you in Jamaica, hope you're doing good, but know that you can find some kind of Middle Eastern vibe mixed with Jamaican vibes right here, just by Boston Bay. Some classic olives. I'm an olive lover. Nice and oily, little pimento in there. Perfect addition to any kind of bread and olive mix all together. Whoa! Ital Meze. This is a total hit, so. All right, Danny, this is looking wild as well.
So this is our vegan pesto panini. We do other things aside from vegan food, but I've been trying to give you guys mostly vegan dishes.
Nice.
Get you to sample some different things. This is our house-made focaccia. It is moringa and basil pesto.
What?
Marinated tomatoes and cashew ricotta that we make fresh here, and served it with a little pear salad on the side.
Looks amazing.
Yeah, let me know what you think. You're probably familiar with moringa.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Yeah, so
superfood, super tonic, healthy.
Another thing that's so versatile, so we try and put it in anywhere, any way we can, you know what I mean? So that's one of the ways we use it as a pesto. It's delicious. It has a beautiful kind of nutty flavor to it.
Yeah.
So you don't even need to add nuts to your pesto. It's really nice.
Yeah, pesto's cool. You can mix any leaf. I've done some ganja leaf pesto, basil pesto, any leafy green.
Yeah, it just gives you that herby, bright punch that you need in a lot of dishes.
For sure.
Okay.
All right.
Let me know what you think.
Thank you. Whoa. Very special. I have the vegan pesto panini, and it's a different kind of pesto because, as Danny mentioned, there's moringa in the pesto. So moringa, a superfood. You find it all over the world. I was actually just doing some videos in Sumatra, and we're looking at the moringa trees growing on the property, so I'll put a link to that. You can blend it up in powder, you can eat it as a leaf raw, you can do soups with it. I think I did a moringa soup in Bali years ago. I'll put a link to that one too. And you can see the beautiful greenness on there. And instead of cheese, it has a cashew ricotta. So cheese substitute, so totally vegan. If you keep strictly Ital, if you're vegetarian, vegan, it's gonna be a hit for you. As you know, I eat a lot of variety of food, but one of my favorites is Ital and vegetarian. And when you get something so unique like this, it is 10 out of 10. You just have to try it yourself, especially on the homemade focaccia. I mean, just look at the color of that bread. Just cooked up perfectly. So I'm gonna give it a try, and it does have tomato in it as well. And tomatoes are pretty expensive in Jamaica right now. I don't know what happened with tomatoes, but it was not cheap. Not as expensive as strawberries. I saw 4 strawberries for $500 the other day, but anyway, let's get back to the focaccia here. Oh my God. Damn, that is so beautiful. You get a little bit of nuttiness from the cashew. It definitely feels like a melted cheese vibe with that ricotta that they've managed to make out of all Ital ingredients. The bread is so crispy on the outside and chewy on the inside. The pesto is just coating everything in there. The tomatoes just roasted up perfect. Yeah, cashew ricotta, I don't know. I mean, you can still taste the basil in that pesto, but this is honestly incredible. This is so unique. You're not gonna find anything like this around. Right down the main street of Boston here, so I'll link it. You can eat some nice Ital food here, and then if you want in the afternoon, you can get some jerk pork or jerk chicken. Have a full day of eating like that. Hit the beach, hit the skate park. It's a beautiful, beautiful place here. And what else do I have? Oh yeah, I got a Soursop Juice palate cleanser. So I know I went crazy about that turmeric lemonade, which I could easily drink many of, but Soursop, another classic fruit here. It's famous for being a cancer killer. You'll have to check the research on that, but the leaves, the fruits, they say that there's some sort of benefit to anti-carcinogenic properties, antioxidants, and that kind of thing. But Soursop is a beautiful creamy fruit. Grows big and spiky, also called guanabana. I forget what it's called in Brazil. Grows a lot of places, a lot of different names, but yeah, it's one of my favorites. So let's test out this Soursop juice here. Ah, it has a certain milkiness to it, sweetness. I don't know, I sense a little bit of like pine or pineapple, but it really has a very different texture. So yeah, perfect little palate cleanser there. Dude, love that. You know, I'm pretty sure these pesto paninis, this is a regular part of the menu, so maybe I got some special stuff today, but ideally you can ask Danny and family and get something like this. This is next level. And we got a beautiful salad here. Lots of fresh pear on it, lettuce, looks like there's some nuts crushed up, carrots, maybe some cabbage. You know, fresh salad is not something that you're gonna typically find all the time here, so get your greens in. Maybe there's some callaloo in there. Danny's a master, he knows the textures perfectly. You got some nice ripe pear, some crunchy tomatoes, lettuce or callaloo, a light vinaigrette on it, and a little bit of crunch from some roasted nuts on the top, so it just pairs perfect. If you're not getting Ital food, vegetarian food, because you don't think, you know, it's good or can't be flavorful without meat, you just need to try the right place that knows how to cook it, because you will not miss any meat after trying this kind of food. Easy, easy. I could eat this week in, week out as a regular part of my diet. You don't miss anything.
Popsicle.
It's a popsicle, like a jackfruit popsicle?
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, high five. All right, for dessert, it's another first. This is a jackfruit and coconut popsicle. No sugar, no water, just pure fruity goodness. And jackfruit is one of my favorite fruits in the world. It can be sweet, it can be savory. I'm guessing this is gonna be more of a sweet one. Oh, it smells like jackfruit, biggest tree fruit in the world. Let's try it. Oh. It's so creamy, so sweet. It almost has like a banana-like texture. Normally jackfruit on its own, you get a little bit more chewiness. It's almost like a gummy, but this feels like a, I don't know, like a gummy, slight banana, hint of pineapple-y, just jackfruit goodness, pure ice, and the sweetness of some, and milkiness of the coconut. I mean, first time I've had this in JA, but a really, really good idea to do natural fruit juice popsicles. All right, so I'm with Danny from Ital Ish. Thanks so much for the incredible food. It was crazy.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to link again, and every time I come here, it's kind of like trying something new as well, too.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, that's what we try to do. We try to be a little creative and use local ingredients, but do some fun stuff with it.
Can you tell me this story about how the place got started? Because I know you got started during the pandemic.
We did. We opened in 2020. There's a club on the property, and when I took over the place, the idea was to get the club going, generate some money with that, and then kind of shift over to the restaurant and be able to do what I wanted with it and not really stress about it. A week before the opening night of the club, COVID shut everything down.
God.
So that story changed quick, you know? So after a couple months, we kind of waited it out and just started the restaurant, you know? Kind of bare bones deal, but ever since then, we've just been growing, you know?
And what about your background? Like, were you a chef when you were living in New York?
I was a chef in New York. Went to culinary school, worked in a lot of restaurants in New York and Connecticut. But I always had an attachment to Jamaica. Been coming here since I was 15. It's where I first learned to cook. Ital food was the very first food I ever learned to cook.
Yeah.
So it's kind of come full circle.
I love the name Ital Ish because honestly I find my thoughts of Ital when I first came to Jamaica got smashed apart the second I started talking to people and trying Ital food in different places.
Right.
It really is Ital Ish, like
Yeah,
the general concept.
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
we are. And you know, the name kind of came with people would ask me, oh, you know, they find out you're a chef. Oh, what kind of food do you cook? You know, and you know, I cook whatever food the restaurant I'm working in is cooking. But for myself, my food is kind of Ital Ish. But like I said, it's the very first food I learned to cook, so that's the foundation. But we kind of expand off of that. So I wouldn't want to call my food Ital, you know, but it's Ital Ish.
Yeah, it's perfect, and it's such a cool twist on all these Jamaican ingredients.
Right,
and
right.
A
So
real
yeah,
mix-up.
you know, we try and we use all local ingredients and flavors, and we just kind of switch up the techniques and do things a little differently.
Nice.
We try and, you know, provide a healthy option in the area. You probably know people think of Jamaica as, oh, Ital, Rasta, but getting Ital food in Jamaica is not always so easy, you know?
It's a whole different story once you're here. Even in bigger sized towns, you'd think, but there might even be one or sometimes no place that does
right.
Ital food.
And we're in Boston, so that's, you know, pork is king here.
Yeah.
So we're the alternative.
Yeah, it's the perfect balance. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, hey, you can come here for a nice Ital lunch, and then get some beer and
There
pork
you
for
go,
dinner, and
yeah.
then you have a full experience in a day. And
Yeah, you know, we try and do some different options. We have seafood as well, and try and bring people in that might not definitely gravitate towards Ital food or vegan food, and try and get their foot in the door that way.
I feel like people that don't like vegetarian or vegan or Ital, they just have not had the right thing prepared.
Yeah, it's true.
Because when you get the right food, you don't miss any of the meat stuff.
No.
Like you could kick it to the door.
It changes you, and I feel like I have converted a lot of people out of heavy carnivores who would no way, they don't want none of that. They're not eating grass, you know.
Yeah.
But we slowly convert them, and you know.
Yeah, if guys like Nate Diaz
flavors.
are Ital or vegan or vegetarian, you know.
Right.
It's shifting. The mindset is shifting, I think, of people.
It is, and you know, just towards a healthier diet and a more balanced diet. You know, you don't have to be vegan to eat non-meat dishes a couple times a week, you know?
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do.
That's my vibe. I'm trying to turn more to the vegan, vegetarian side, but I still incorporate some of it.
Right.
But even just kicking 3 days out a week where I only eat vegetables, you know, there's a massive benefit to not going all the way, but just improving the diet a bit.
Right, and just having a balance anyway.
Yeah.
You know, eating the same thing every day, no matter what, it can't be good for you, no matter what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's all about balance.
And tell me about the family vibe here, because your daughter...
Yeah, so this is definitely a family restaurant, family run. I have 2 children here. My daughter is over there. She helps out a lot. She's only 3 years old, but she's learning quickly, you know?
Yeah.
So she sees and watches everything that's going on, and she just kind of picks up off of that. So
nice.
It's I think it's a good learning experience for her, and it's my wife and I running everything else, you know? I do cook all the food, and she does pretty much everything else, so it keeps us busy.
Oh, here's the whole family right here. Come on over, guys. Look at this. It's perfect.
Okay, I'm coming. Come on, Sophia.
Hey, Sophia. Thank you for the awesome service today. I appreciate it so much.
What are you eating?
And I love the popsicles, too.
Fries? Okay.
This is one of the bonuses of working here. You get fries, eh, Sophia?
All day.
Nice.
All day.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys got a business to run. I'm gonna get moving, but I'll definitely link you again. And
Thanks for coming
I really
by.
appreciate it.
Always watching you. We love what you're doing.
Thank you, man. And any other words you want to share about the business or anything else in the area?
No, we just hope to see some people come and visit us and give us a try.
Absolutely. All right. We'll put the links below. That's it. Ital Ish, Boston Bay.
Give thanks.
Thank you.